Welcome back to the IBFP. Here's your host, Boxing Nuke.
Welcome back, fight fans. Welcome back. Let's just get right into it. Errol Spence Jr. is not a one-punch knockout artist. And I can describe that and break that down to you. First of all, let's just dig into Errol Spence. Errol Spence has a record of 24 wins, no losses with 21 knockouts. So he has a very high knockout percentage. He's 28 years old. He's southpaw. He's 5'9.5" with a 72-inch reach. So Errol Spence Jr. is a talented fighter. Don't get me wrong, and he does have elite body punching power. But is he a one-punch knockout artist? I've been hearing a lot of people coming and speaking on social media and things like that, talking about how devastating of a power puncher Errol Spence. And I wanted to break that down because if you really look at it, he is a very strong power puncher. He's an elite power puncher. But is he a one-punch knockout artist? And that's absolutely not. And the best way for me to go about this and debunk this myth and basically is just to give you all facts and just to give you facts and break this down for what it really is, because a lot of people are saying, oh, Mikey Garcia can't handle Errol Spence Jr.'s power. Mikey Garcia is not ready for that and all this other stuff. So let's just break into it. Now, let's start with Carlos Ocampo. Errol Spence Jr. fought a Carlos Ocampo, and when he fought Carlos Ocampo, basically he stopped him in the first round with a few body shots. Now, you look at it and say, well, doesn't that prove he's a one-punch knockout artist? Now, how many welterweights right now couldn't stop Carlos Ocampo in the first round? Terrence Bud Crawford, Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, pretty much all of those guys would easily be able to stop Carlos Ocampo, a guy who's a domestic level fighter of Mexico, who's never proven or beaten a proven name on his resume. He's 22-0 and he's very green, and he's a domestic level fighter. He's not impressive. He's an unknown. He's basically a tomato can, if we're being honest. So you stopped him in the first round, but let's examine your prior 5 fights and see if any of these guys you stopped in the first round. Lamont Peterson stopped in the 7th round. He basically stood there and took a beating over 7 rounds. Kell Brook, you stopped in the 11th round. In the 11th round, this is a Kell Brook that came off a knockout loss and an injury, and it took you 11 rounds to stop him. That is not a one-punch knockout artist. So Kell Brook 11, Lamont Peterson 7, Leonard Bundu 6. Come on. Chris Algieri 5, Alejandro Barrera 5. Who? Alejandro Barrera. Chris Van Herding, who? 8. So it took you 8 rounds to dispatch of a Chris Van Herding, 5 for Algieri and Alejandro Barrera, and Leonard Bundu 6, Kell Brook 11, Lamont Peterson 7, and people are telling me that no one can take any of your shots, and these guys are going 11, 6, and 7 rounds, and you're not giving Mikey Garcia a chance because you believe, hey, he's a one-punch knockout artist. He is not a one-punch knockout artist. A one-punch knockout artist is someone like Deontay Wilder, someone who you always have to be alert for that right hand. That's hate him or love him. That's what you have to be honest with yourself. Deontay Wilder doesn't have much else, but he has a right hand. He does have one-punch knockout power. Errol Spence Jr. does not have that power. He's not proven that. We've went through all these fights, and we have not proven that. The one guy that he stopped basically was a tomato can. So the only guys he stopped in 1 rounds are tomato cans. I mean, let's just be honest with ourselves. I mean, we have guys early in his career, Brandon Hoskins, these guys, Eddie Cordova, Jesus Trevera. Who the fuck are these guys? These are guys he stopped in 1 round. These are guys he can stop in 1 round. Carlos Ocampo, guys we've never heard of, he can stop in 1 round. But who the fuck can he stop in 1 round on a top level? Leonard Bundu's not a top level fighter, but yet he stopped him in 6. Chris Algieri's not a top level fighter, but he stopped him in 5. He's not stopping guys with 1 shot. It's an accumulation of body shots that are hurting and stopping guys. Let's not bullshit ourselves on who Errol Spence is. They're making this guy out to be the boogeyman, and he has not proven that. He does not have elite level boxing skills, and he does not have one-punch knockout power. To say Mikey Garcia can't avoid any of those shots when a damaged Kell Brook avoided and it basically got through 11 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Lamont Peterson, who did not fight a smart game plan, got through 7, and you saying Mikey can't get through 12? That's nonsense. Either you're a casual or you're biased. Once again, it's the IBFP.